We live.
Alrighty, welcome. Thank you for everybody joining us on another beautiful Saturday morning. It's the usual suspects -1 this week. CHAREECE had a long week, so she's taking a day off, and everybody else is here. We're good. We got coffee or drinks, whatever we prefer in our system, and we're ready to go. Hope you guys are too. So, y'all know whoever you guys who are here, we know we always go through what we've been playing. So we'll start with that. We'll do intros, what have we all been playing, and I'll start with who's below me. I don't know who's below me today. I need to click on the button. Hold on.
It's Delilah.
That's me.
Delilah.
Ooh. All right. So, well, welcome everybody to the show. Glad to be here on this beautiful Saturday. This week, I hadn't really got a chance to game that much. I recently got back from Redmond. So I focus a lot on getting things around the house done. So that's pretty much been my game. I've been playing that whole home ownership game. You know what I'm saying? Been paying iron
Monopoly,
curtains.
real life Monopoly for this bitch.
You know what I'm saying? Iron and curtains, you know what I mean? Doing things I got to do to kind of handle the household. But I just been kind of super motivated about it lately. But hopefully I get to get some gaming in this week, since things are finally trying to, start to die down a little bit. But yeah, and if you want to see how some of that progress is going, I guess I'll start adding more content to our home improvement Discord. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me this week, as far as that. But yeah, welcome everybody. Yeah.
All right, what about you, lady?
Good morning, everybody. This is me, Lady Infamous 415, aka Lady Tarnished. Blood Step Hound Gang, Warlock Gang, Lifeline Gang, aka Charge It to the Game. How's everybody doing this morning? I'm doing well. I played Elden Ring. I was trying to 100%. It's in my mind to 100% that game. I'm close. I'm really close. I'm doing a Fae. It's called a Fia or Fae. Story quest line that has more parts, and I'm kind of stuck there because I'm looking at the guides and they're telling me she's going to ask me to do her a favor, and I'm waiting for her to do me a favor. So I'm trying to beat all the big bosses so I can open that up, but all I'm getting is the hug and the blessing, and then I got to get rid of the blessing, and then I got to do some other stuff. So I got kind of frustrated with that, so I just put a pause on it, and then I played some Apex. We did play this week.
Yep, yeah, we played this week.
You did. We played more arenas. We do good in arenas.
I mean, we do good in the regular. We played ranked too, and we did good when Stitch came. But when it was just me and you, we got to play arenas.
Yeah. I tell you.
Yeah, because the randos are randos, right? And when you playing ranked, you can't
communicate.
You need a clutch,
It's very rare that you got that perfect random that take you at least enough to get you some points, but then you got some randoms that will
they go to this goal. They go left.
Go straight to your death. Yeah. Jump out as soon as we
Go ahead.
Yeah, jump out as soon as they be like they don't jump master. They gonna jump as soon as we on the
right. Why don't you just play solo? Like, why are you playing with people?
Yeah. So I was like, nah. What else did I play? I played some. It was Destiny 2. Y'all
gonna make me hop back on Destiny.
So what you did you already finished Witch Queen, right?
I defeated the Witch Queen, but there's more shit after that that you got to do, and of course. And then you have Season 100, and then you got Iron Banana. So I was like, they got this mode called Rift. It's like capture the flag, somewhat. It was okay, but I want to get my light level up because I'm really trying to get a raid in me because I have not.
See,
I've been. The last one was with the
even Delilah. We got Delilah through some raids.
Man, Delilah, she said she retired.
Yes,
I never said I was retired.
I know you did not, but that's what Delilah's words where she was retired.
I said it's real. I am not touching Destiny 2. Nope. I pretend that game don't even exist.
So I guess we got to hit her back when Destiny 3 come out.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Is that gonna be a thing?
Of course it's gonna be a thing.
Yeah.
All this money Bungie making off of Destiny and the season passes and shit and the dungeon keys and shit. I'm like, okay, I bought Witch Queen, regular Witch Queen, basic Witch Queen. So I'm thinking, okay, I got Witch Queen and it came with the season pass. That was fine. So I did a season pass again and I'm trying to do the dungeon. So to my knowledge, I'm thinking, okay, so I got Witch Queen, so I should be able to do the dungeon. No, they want me to get a dungeon key. 2,000 silver for a dungeon key.
Wow. I think that's because you didn't get a certain pass or what?
No, I didn't get a certain package. Like since I got basic, I didn't get the dungeon key.
Yeah.
2,000, that's a lot.
They trying to tell you gotta stop being basic.
Basically.
Wow.
The game telling you. They said we're gonna punish you for getting basic. Like there's no I think that we talked about that when they came out with the different tiers or whatever, that there was no reason to get the bottom one, because if you're gonna play, then you're gonna be left out of some content. So it's they almost force you into it, or you just decide that you're gonna get one here, and then I guess when you are able you don't get the next one.
I feel you. I'm not getting basic. Whatever little expansion they gonna have down the road, we gonna get not the bottom tier, but we gonna get the other tier that's not the bottom, so we can at least get more access to things.
Basically.
My mind rich, but everything's broke. So I'm like
so over it. I'm so
I like how she said her mind is rich,
Yeah. So but I'm enjoying it. Like Delilah say, she may be retired from Destiny, but that gameplay is still
I know.
better.
Oh, I do miss that. The gunplay is it's too good. Ever since Halo came out, I've been able to scratch that itch,
Man, I don't know about Halo. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. There's a lot
of time you play. What are you talking about? You talking about you're playing Halo multiplayer, or are you just going?
No, I just in general. I'm talking about
as
far as the gunplay. As I was saying, it scratches that itch for me. That's the one thing I loved about Destiny was the fact that the gunplay was just butter. Smooth transitioning between your supers and stuff. Everything was just always great. So in Halo, has a good feel, gunplay. You know what I mean? So that it scratches that itch for me. So I don't desire to go back to Destiny.
I'm just saying, I'm not getting the next. Gameplay. I'm not getting a base. I'm not getting a basic.
I miss the outfits in the some of the grind, but it's not enough to go back.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And anything else you've been playing?
Just Apex, and I don't know. I'm not bored yet, so that's great.
Yeah, dude, this is probably the longest you've been playing Apex for sure.
Because I know
you've gotten better, so it's you're not just dying all the time.
Man, I'm just scary still. With arenas is more comfortable. I can run up and flank and do all that other stuff. But when it comes to battle royale, I can sneak and loop my way up to top 10. But when you get to the top 10, you gotta focus now. You gonna fight to win. You have to fight, and you gotta not be as scared. And I know that it's intimidating for me sometimes because I know people be playing the shit out of Apex, and I only got 122 games in me. I am level 48. I am a rookie compared to Stitch and LBOOGIE. They in the 500s.
No,
so
300 and something. He's 300 and something, and I just hit 300 the other day.
Oh, okay.
But, it's definitely, even me, it's getting back used to playing Apex, because when you play other shooter games, you can just run in there, right? You run in and you fight people, right? There's no strategy behind it. But when you're playing Apex, like you said, when you get to the bottom, the last couple of people you have to fight, you can't just run in and be trying to fight people, because there could be somebody that's just waiting and watching you.
Red shields, gold shields,
just waiting for y'all to start fighting. And then after a couple of people drop, they rush in and clear everybody out.
And you cannot get scared of the ring. I noticed that the real Apex players, they'll step
ready for
in.
it.
They going in the ring. and not be scared to shoot you, kill you, get out the ring, and kill. So that's when I knew I really had to step my game up. I really did.
Yeah.
All right. Well, for me, we already been talking about what I've been playing. It's just Apex, pretty much. That's the only thing I got to play this week. And I just been doing house stuff, just like Delilah. So that's kind of encompassing everything I've been doing. By the time I get done, at the end of the day, I'm tired. So I haven't played much. So that's it. But I have been keeping up with the gaming news, as with the rest of the ladies. So let's get into some of these topics, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, I want to shout out X-Buds. I want to shout out Gaming, Fire, Calvin Henderson. Ooh, Casimir. I'm gonna just say Casimir. Cedric, shout out to the North. Michi dies a lot. The first one here. So good morning, everyone. Right. And shout out to all the lurkers and all the haters out there. Let's get these topics going.
All right, so the first thing we have up is we had a state of play this week. I believe it was on Thursday. I got to catch it. It was in the afternoon. It was like, 6 o'clock, right?
Yes.
East Coast time. So I was surprised it was that late in the afternoon, right? But that was good because I didn't have to miss work stuff, right, to watch it. But did everybody get to watch it?
I waited till I got home, relaxed, and then that was the first thing I did when I turned on my Xbox, was watch State of Play. So I did watch it.
All right. So was there anything that stood out for you as far as games, things you wanted to play?
Stray, I ain't gonna lie. Stray look kind of lit.
Stray, I like Stray.
The world.
And we've seen that, right? I want to say we saw that last year, right?
Yeah. Like they only showed a teaser last time where you play as the cat. But in this particular trailer, they showed the cat kind of walking through some of the environment, kind of hinted at some of the world, because it seems like it's a cat, like it's the only living animal, and then the NPCs or people you interact with are machines. So it's no humans. So you're playing so it's interesting. It's like, okay, maybe this cat's trying to save humanity or some junk like that.
Right. Like you haven't gotten enough though, right? Like you don't know.
Yeah, they give you a little bit to be like, this might be an interesting story. And I was glad to see that it was just, because at first I thought it was just going to be like an indie type game, but it's a fully fleshed out, well, seemingly like 3D world, and you can walk around and you play as the cat, and So I thought that was an interesting. I love the graphics and the fidelity. It looked really good. Another standout for me, I would say, was Final Fantasy 16. It was 16, right? Yeah.
So they just teased it, right?
Well, this is technically like the second or third trailer, technically. Okay. And so they showed a little bit more of the gameplay. They showed like how your summons and stuff was a little interacting with some of the combat and stuff. So I thought it looked really good. You could tell it looks better graphically than it did in the previous trailer. They showed a lot of the summons like Bahuma and Ifrit and stuff like that, and so it looks cool. I like Final Fantasy. I haven't got a chance to really jump into, what was it, the online one? I can't remember which one that is. But
Final Fantasy 14 online?
Yeah, I haven't got a chance to jump into the online game, but Final Fantasy in general, like the one-offs, I typically jump into those. So that looked really good. Let's see what else they showed. That kind of stood out. They showed some PSVR stuff. That right now, like, that doesn't do much for me. I like VR, but I think I really want to see what the price point's going to be for it before I, put all my chips in that basket, because it's like, man, they got as far as the VR space, there's so much competition out there now. With the Quest and it being untethered, and you got to worry about no external machine. And I don't know how I feel about plugging my PSVR into my PlayStation and then worrying about that and it being expensive and hard to get. So I don't know. Right. I don't know how I feel about that right now.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about it before the show, and I've talked about it like a few times, like on the show and stuff like that. Like there's still nothing pulling me away from getting a Quest to go into their ecosystem, because I did have both. For those of you who think that I'm capping or whatever. I had the PSVR, the original one with all the cords and shit.
The spider of web.
Ton of cords.
Yeah.
Right. And I had a quest, a regular quest, the first quest that came out. And what would typically happen was that the games would be updated sooner, would be managed better on the Quest than it would be on the PlayStation. It would take forever to get songs and things like that for like Beat Saber. It took forever for us to get updates on the Star Wars game when that did end up coming. Or actually, I think one of the Star Wars games didn't even come to PSVR. So it's really like if you get the PSVR, you're getting it for the first party exclusives again. You know what I mean? And for me, it isn't enough for me to like warrant getting that because I'm not playing scary games.
Right. Yeah.
So I didn't care when they said Resident Evil. I'm like, that ain't for me. And as far as Forbidden West, I don't know. I almost feel like I want to see someone else play it, right? To know if the story is even like enough, because I feel like I got more out of the tertiary characters from Forbidden West than I did out of like the main character story.
Like Eloy. No.
Yeah. Whatever her name is. So I don't know.
She got
That's
two
how
names.
I feel about VR. I was gonna call her Alloy.
Alloy. I don't know. I say Eloy all the time. It's Alloy, right? I don't know. It's beginning with A, huh? I don't know.
Right.
But anyway, another game they showed too that y'all know me. I love fighters. So Street Fighter 6. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I think that's one of the topics too. So I don't want to jump into it too much, but that's definitely another one that stood out to me. They also showed this weird game. I think it was like a roller
like rollerball the game.
Yeah, it was like it's called Rollerdrome, but it like you own these rollerblades and you got a gun, and this is just like, and it's got like this unique art style. I've seen the art style before, but so I don't know. That was interesting to me, and like it felt like that game was like more indie focused, you know. And so I could easily see something like if that game's a multiplayer, I could easily see something like that on like eventually hitting Game Pass, and then I'll check it out. It's not something I'm just gonna run and just jump into, you know. Another game they showed, which I'm not into scary games, even though it looked cool, it looks great. Made by the original, I think, Dead Space group.
Callisto
Protocol, yes, Callisto Protocol.
I'm with it.
It looked good, but
I'm with it.
Y'all know me. That's not my cup of tea.
Okay, because we can. You don't want to play it? Now you play the medium. You can
I lost a bet. I had to play that. Yeah. So it's different. It's very different. I'm just not gonna be like, I'm gonna buy the game and put it in and boom. That's not. We ain't doing that. That's not how we roll with those type of games.
Well, so, I'll take one for the team because I'm gonna be with it.
Copping, okay.
Yeah, I like games that takes me somewhere else and put me in situations that I don't see every day. Oh, like I don't want to play a game called Barista Simulator. Okay. Even though there is a game
like Sims, yeah, like I don't want to like that was always my knock against the Sims. Like I don't want to play real life. Like
y'all tripping.
Yeah, I mean GTA is good and all, but the games that really get me is the world and the experience that's completely opposite and completely different from real life. What I see every day. So for that particular game, I'm interested because space is space and it's
I don't do space.
I don't do space. I'm scared of space. You know what I'm saying?
I was telling Delilah, Half-Life fucked me up. You ever play Half-Life?
I seen somebody play it.
Get on your face.
That sounds crazy. Yeah.
And they did a VR Half-Life. I was like, who playing this?
Somebody playing it.
Looks, I mean, graphically, that don't look. It's one of the best VR games, though. But yeah, no.
That sounds even more scary. Fuck all that.
I know it wasn't on State of Play. The Sonic, did they show a Sonic somewhere?
Yeah, but it wasn't. Yeah, I added that as a topic, but it wasn't on State of Play. No, IGN did a deep dive though.
Yeah.
I really, I don't care what nobody say. I really want to play Final Fantasy 16.
Calvin Harrison says barista simulator. That's on the job training.
Okay, well go look up Coffee Time on Steam. Go look up Coffee Time on Steam because they got it. I'm like, somebody had the nerve to ask me, "Hey, lady, you want to play this game called Coffee Time? What is it? Oh, you a barista and you listening to people's stories while you making drinks." I'm like, so you want me to play my job and I'm not getting paid?
That's like the moving simulator. Like I played it and I was like, I played it for like a half hour, and then I was like,
in the box, and then
and then I was like, this feel like moving,
like literally. Gotta make sure it's all organized. Can you put all these shirts in the same box? What?
Yeah. So I want the protocol game. I'm interested in that. People, I don't know why people didn't like Final Fantasy 16. It was only a few people. Ooh. Yeah, because I was like excited of what I seen with Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah. But it's because, like you said, it's like the third trailer, right? Like when is it slated to come out?
Well, they said summer 2023 at the end of the trailer.
Okay.
So like that was my biggest gripe with this state of play. They showed games. The games that are coming out are like rehashes, like Resident Evil 4 and PSVR for Resident Evil Village, and they showed No Man's Sky. Like that's the ones that's coming out like recently, like soon. And then they showed Spider-Man and stuff. So that all that's coming out. But you think about all the cool stuff they showed. That's all later. That's all 2023.
Oh yeah,
and beyond.
Exactly. Exactly.
For real, yeah. I mean, it's dry. It's dry out here for everybody.
Yes, it is dry. I also with Street Fighter 6. I'm not the best. Delilah,
right?
Because quick side note, when we were in Nashville, we were at this bar, and Street Fighter was Street Fighter, right?
Yeah, Street Fighter 2. Yeah, old school. Yeah.
I ain't gonna snitch, but somebody bought like $40 worth of quarters.
$20.
Talking about let's do this, huh?
$20.
Oh,
$20.
What are we gonna do with all these coins?
I know it came out and it was like my whole jacket pocket was full of coins. I was like, yeah.
Delilah's. I don't remember beating her. I remember.
Boogie beat me twice. I think Boogie beat me twice.
Man, but she was on it. She was on them sticks. She had us rotating.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's my game. That's what started it for me. Like I played that in the arcade. Man, hey, that was it.
So I was like, oh, okay, it's gonna be on PlayStation 4. When I was watching State of Play, so I'm like, okay, I might get jiggy with it. You know what I mean? But then it's gonna be multiplayer. I'm like, even better. And come to find out, some of these titles are not really exclusives, and especially my thing is Spider-Man. I'm gonna put my petty hat on today.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
Here we go.
Okay. There was a tweet floating around that y'all said this was exclusive. But,
yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
you did see that, right?
It didn't age well.
It did not age well.
Things change. That's all.
Right.
You right. You damn right. So I'm like, okay, older games titles are going on PC, which is great for people who hasn't played Spider-Man and has that beautiful PC juiciness that, the graphics, the smoothness and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be honest, I recognize Spider-Man to be Miles Morales. I'm not the biggest Peter Parker fan, so it really didn't wow me. But I'm happy that they're opening up their library and making their products more accessible for more people.
And did you see that Insomniac said that Miles Morales is actually coming out in the fall? So not only did they announce this Spider-Man, but Miles Morales is coming as well to PC. So I think this is great for people who are struggling to find a PlayStation 5, because they're going to be able to enjoy these games now they're coming to PC. If they have a capable PC, that's still that's still the caveat, right? You still gotta have a capable PC that's able to play some of these titles. So yeah, it's always gonna be some sort of barrier to entry, but still
they
not
gotta like stop with this like late ass entries though. Like I want to start seeing
the day and dates
for PC.
Yeah,
like
that's
what I need. I mean, Spider-Man been out for 2 years now.
Yeah.
We haven't heard nothing about Wolverine. There's a couple of things I didn't like about State of Play either. They didn't talk about Wolverine because that's supposed to come out, right?
It ain't coming
that is
for
true.
a
That's
while.
a good point.
It ain't coming for a while though. We like
But they can do the same thing like they did with Forbidden West and Final Fantasy 16 and show little bits and pieces. All we got is a logo splashed on it and said Wolverine. That ain't coming out no time soon, but they should have showed something. Also, Bloodborne, why is it on PC? People been asking to be on PC.
Bloodborne isn't on PC?
No.
I think that's like the last title.
So I'm like, I don't.
Oh, I'm thinking about
What
Neo.
happened-
Because Neo
what
1 and
happened-
2 is on PC.
What about God of War?
They didn't show it.
The first one, not the. You mean did they show Ragnarok? They didn't
Yeah,
show
that's
none
what
of
I mean.
Ragnarok.
They ain't show no Ragnarok. That's
They
like
didn't show any of the games that are supposed to be coming out this year.
Right. That's why. This is why I told y'all before we started the show that I think they got room to.
So they
have
doing a
another
big part,
one.
a big party, bang bang.
Yeah, I can see
Like,
them doing another one.
first
of the
party?
show.
Well, no, yeah. Like the thing is, either they're gonna use Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest, right, to show off these games, or they're gonna wait for Microsoft to do their thing and then be like, oh, well, we got our shit too.
Here's our bangers, basically.
Right. That's what we're thinking. I think me and Delilah are on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
Look at your face.
I would like to wait. I would like to see it.
I would like to see it. Oh,
Right.
we got the sound clip.
Right. I still think that God of War is going to be delayed. We aren't going to see it, and which is sad because I think the first quarter of 2023 is so packed that games are not going to get the love they deserve. Like after all this time, all this wait, that there's just going to be too much in that.
I think when it comes to that, this is going to be about planning. It's going to be about project planning at that point. Like, okay, look, well, these games are done. We can, because you can always make the game better. You can always polish it. You can always add DLC.
Right.
You can always, and so at that point, you can start planning out the release windows. You're like, okay, well, let's say you roll up on a year, let's say 2025 or whatever, and you got like 7 bangers. You're like, man, we got to roll this out, methodically so that every game can hit their stride, and so it just requires a little bit of planning. I always think, I think it's room for everybody to eat, basically, is how I look at it.
Are we gonna see some next week from them? That's just a hypothetical.
That's it. That's if they use Summer Games Fest to do something, which I really feel like something is going to be there because you know how Geoff is with Sony, and he gonna want something.
Geoff, I'm done.
He gonna want something there. I hate that. Like, that's not Jeff.
His name is pronounced Jeff.
That's not Jeff.
This man's name is Jeff.
I don't know why we do that. I don't know why we do that as people. That ain't Jeff.
Geoff, right?
Right. Geoffrey.
All right. Geoff.
Okay. But I'm optimistic.
Yeah.
I'm optimistic. I can't wait to what. Since the chat telling me it was third party, lady.
It was a third party.
I agree. Okay. Y'all got me. I love when sometimes I'm not always right. And
yeah, but it's like why do that, right? Like if this is the third party showcase, but you know what time of the year it is. This is first party time, right?
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Right.
That's how I felt.
Y'all supposed to be showing that stuff.
See, I don't
and then
see
y'all
it
come
like
out
that.
with a state of play right before the E3 time, and it's nothing but third party.
But see, I feel like they got time. I feel like we still got a few weeks left. Like especially
a few weeks or next week.
Right.
Next
you
week.
Giving them the benefit of the doubt, girl. Damn,
Yeah,
I know.
She coming at you. They got a few weeks or next week.
Look, next week, right? Next Sunday.
Okay.
Obviously, we got Microsoft Showcase. Awesome, right?
Right.
Cool. But then, like I said, Sony has time to be like, they can still have, like I said, that Thursday, they typically release their state of plays on like a Thursday. I feel like the Thursday after Microsoft's event, that's the opportune time for them to be like, these are our bangers. To me, I feel like
Okay.
I mean, I only agree. I only agree with you because that is Sony's bitch made move that they always do. They wait until Microsoft shows they shit, and then they're like, look, we here. So I definitely feel like they could do that, but at the same time, I agree with Lady where I have a little inkling of a feeling that they're not going to show shit.
Okay.
You really think that this last state of play they just had that's it? Like,
okay, if they don't show nothing by the 16th of June, then there's a problem. And they should be showing something next week, squeezed in between all the other showcases. Tell me I'm wrong.
I can see them showing maybe one trailer for Summer Game Fest.
Well, it has to be something. It has to be something because if it's just what we saw this past Thursday, then it's not looking like
it's not okay. So for you, it's like it's not enough. Like this is good,
ain't enough.
But it's not enough. And
right now, remember the last time we saw fucking God of War, they didn't even show a date.
They just
took the date off.
Well, look,
if I don't see nothing by the 17th, then I already know. But I hope that they do something next week or that week after the Xbox presentation. Because if not, if you miss the marketing opportunity of Summer Game Fest to not show anything from your gaming company,
and it can't be a state of play, right? Like because state of plays aren't a showcase. So state of play is not a showcase. Just the Xbox On and all that stuff. That's not a showcase.
Well,
they haven't said they were having one.
Well, peep this. If you looked at the state of play, it had in the top left, it had Summer Game Fest on it.
Okay.
They had technically this state of play was part of Summer Game Fest. Technically. If you know.
So you feel okay, so as a consumer, I'm talking to you ladies. As a consumer, do you feel like it's okay? Because y'all both got PlayStation 5s. Do you think it's okay for that company not to show anything next week? Because this was just enough.
It wasn't enough.
To be specific, not next week, but the week after next.
That's your feeling. Okay, I understand that.
Right, like they have to show something between, like not have to, because I hate when people say have to, but it would look better if they showed something within the next month, within the month of June.
There we go. Yeah.
Something needs to be shown because that is the time frame when we typically see this type of stuff. Yeah. So I feel like if they don't show anything, to me, that's more of a precursor to God of War is not coming out this year because you didn't secure me in my thought of it is coming out this year. Yeah. And I know that not to expect anything first party from you for the rest of the year.
Right. Because they didn't show any first. Like to me, only first party they showed was like the remakes and the DLCs and the PC releases. Outside of that, nothing. And so to me, we know they got all these studios. They got something cooking. And we know
that King David for coming through. Thanks for coming through. I see you say you gotta leave, but thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So they got.
We already know they have ammo in the chamber. It's just when is the gun gonna be fired, right?
Yeah. And I think they gotta do it. They gotta hit it at the right time when people are. I don't know how to put it in words without it sounding, like I'm capping for a company, because I feel like they have enough, like you said, in the chamber that they can use and pull out, and they just got to do it. It's got to be the right time.
I would like to see it. So July, because I know King David said there was another one in July. It has to be sooner.
There's gonna be a state of play in July because there's one every month.
Right. Mm-hmm. So maybe they wait till then.
State of plays are not where they show world premieres.
That's true.
is next week.
So you talking about you want a legit showcase? Like this is the
right.
I mean,
like, because have we had a state of play yet so far where they have been like, okay, these are like you've never seen these games before, right. And this is what's coming out. Like they don't do that, right?
Right.
That's not typical for state of play.
Not really. They don't really do like, oh, this first time showing. I think they've only done it maybe a few times, but like for the bangers, definitely not. They have like a just like they did with the console releases, you know, and they had like a little showcase, and they talked about.
And that's why I say if they don't show anything at state of play,
I take that back because they did show Ragnarok. Then they show, was it God of War in a state of play?
God of War was shown at Jeff. His award show. His award show. Yeah. Game Awards. That's why I think that he'll have. If it's gonna be something, it'll be at Summer Game Fest.
Okay.
Because they haven't. It's for one thing, it would be very out of the norm company wise for them to wait till now to announce a conference, right? Like they would have had to announce it because it's not something that you can just throw together.
Yeah, but isn't Summer Game Fest? Summer Game Fest is on the 9th, right?
Right.
Isn't that the legit time? So then, hey, we
gonna see.
Don't worry. We'll be back next week.
We gonna see. Show me what you got. You know?
Yes, absolutely.
We'll
because we'll stop.
All right, so I'm gonna move on. We've kicked this topic around. Yeah. So I'm not gonna do the Spider-Man because we kind of talked about that as well. So I'll go into the Street Fighter 6 roster.
Yes, okay.
Are you guys happy with the roster? I heard Chun-Li is finally gonna be voiced by an Asian actress.
Well, they kind of hinted at it a little bit in the trailer that they showed for State of Play. It's like it seems like there's a creative character. You got to go through this whole story and stuff, telling the story. So yeah, the characters are going to be voiced. They're going to have these intros for every fight. It's like they're trying to, because if you think about who they've been competing with, which has been like Mortal Kombat, and you know how Mortal Kombat do a good job of framing their story, even though it's a fighter. And I think Street Fighter is now taking up some of those cues, and this game is going to have a lot of that in it. And that's what got me excited, because I absolutely love Street Fighter. Yep. And I'm so glad it's going to be on Xbox.
Street Fighter is an OG for sure.
For sure. And everything looks super good. I love all the style of it. They had this hip hop vibe with like the colors, and it's just vibrant, and then all of the effects. I'm like, let's go. It made me feel like Street Fighter is back with this.
Yeah, I gotta get it just cause, right? Like
we can do a fight night or something.
I'm getting that sucker day one.
I don't want to hear nothing about we can do a fight night. And all
okay, all right. Okay.
We're not having no night because y'all be ghosts. Okay.
I'm sorry. She's talking to us.
She ain't lying though. She ain't lying.
She ain't talking about it. She's talking to us. I'm looking at the roster. I like it. I like how they got the old school up here, and then on we got some new folks. I can't read what they're. I don't know actually. But there's one from France. There's one from Mexico.
They got this black chick with the braids. They got this dude on there.
One from Jamaica. From Jamaica.
His name is spelled Jamie, but it's not pronounced Jamie. Like it's spelled Jaime, but it's not pronounced. But he's Jaime. I think it's Jaime, and he has like this drunken master fight style. Let's
love that.
Oh yes,
love that.
Yes. So, man, I'm like, cool. They got at least about 4 or 5 new characters. I'm like, let's get it. Like,
I got a main. I already know who my main is based on this leak, and she's from I think Korea, South Korea. Her name is Jury. Jury, you know who Jury is, right? That's her name. The crazy chick with the 2 ponytails, and she got the spider thing. Yeah, her.
Fire. And they got oh man, you just see the way they did Ryu with the full goatee and the sash.
I don't know. He looks kind of.
I'm like, let's go. They got everybody nice. It's dope.
Ken looking grungy, like he going through some things.
Like he going through some. Is he homeless? Like what's going on?
No. He got them Timberland boots on.
He rough. Ken looking real rough. Like what's happening with Ken?
Ken going through it. Can't go through it. Can't go through it. I'm excited because it's cross-plat, so it's not like, oh, that's the main thing for me. So
how do you feel about the graphics though? Because I mean, in some parts, the trailer, the graphics look great,
it's good.
But then like some of the parts where like they're showing the guy like, you know, I guess it's like the character you create.
The character,
you know?
yeah. It looks
that didn't look
a little last gen, gen.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
it's gonna be some kind of compromise.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. There's going to be some compromise there, but I'm still excited. I think it's good. It might be Evo next. It might be on Evo next year.
Oh yeah.
So definitely.
New fighting game. It's not the same remake. It's not a remake. You know.
Right.
So it's exciting.
Yeah, I
think that we have too many of that.
I'm curious about like the schemes they're gonna add to the fighting game too. Like, is it gonna be more like Third Strike where you got a ton of counters and stuff like that? You know, I'm just curious about how they're gonna do that. You know.
Yeah, I noticed in the trailer that they have like this like color, right? And it comes out, and I wonder if that's just for the trailer or if that's like really gonna be happening.
I think it's part of your soups. Like, you know, you get your gauge up and you do your moves or whatever. I think that's going to be part of that. I don't see them taking that out because it just looked like that's the vibe they're going for. They're going for
I
this
hope
Metro
so.
City.
Like, I hope it's there.
Yeah, it looks. I'm glad because it makes me feel like they're giving Street Fighter like an identity, like it, you know, like because up until then, like they all kind of felt the same. Like it wasn't really like you look at the game and it had its own little artsy kind of style. Because, for instance, you can look at Mortal Kombat. It's got that dark, grungy kind of look.
Right.
You know exactly what you're getting when you see it. With Street Fighter, they changed it so often. It was hard to kind of pick up on what concept they were going with. And so with this, it just looks, to me, it just looks way better and more focused than Street Fighter 4. And so that's what got me excited. Go ahead.
X-Buzz in the chat, he says they taking Street Fighter to the actual streets. And I would agree. Like, that's where it needs to be, right? Like, just like you said, with Mortal Kombat, like, they have their own feel. It's more of a dark, you know, other world type of feel. And Street Fighter needs to be, you need to feel like you got beef with somebody down the street.
That's it.
You know how to fight.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It should be interesting. All right, cool. So, anything else before I pivot from this topic? Just make sure y'all got everything.
I just hope they get the net code. Please hope the net code is good.
Yes.
Play the.
If it's cross-platform, is it cross-platform?
I don't know. Did they announce it? Is it?
No, I thought you said that already. Yeah, no.
I know it's multi.
Maybe somebody in chat
I'm talking about
that.
I'm talking about cross-plat, meaning you could play. I'm on Xbox. I can play against somebody on PlayStation.
Yeah. Cross-play.
I'm sorry. I hope it's cross-play. That would change the game, right? I feel like that. I feel like at this point, since it's coming out on everything, it needs to be. Since it's on PC and all them and PlayStation, Xbox, if it's on all platforms, it should be crossplay. Period. Like, I think,
which kind of begs to differ. Well, kind of not begs to differ. Kind of makes me think maybe PlayStation will stop pushing against this because they've been like the holdout for most of the crossplay stuff. Maybe now that they're going to start putting more stuff on PC and they can see the benefits, maybe they'll stop pushing back on that and we can get more cross-platform play.
I hope so. That'll be great.
Optimistic.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So the next topic is that Summer Game Fest has announced who will be showing up for reveals. So I hope that this is not misleading and that, in fact, these companies will have some sort of reveal because it's a lot of people. So if, not to say, I hope these people aren't just showing up. You know what I mean? Like, don't say these people are just going to be here. Like, I want to be able to see, like what's coming from Humble Games, what's coming from Devolver, what's coming from EA, like I want to see something. And, it's just like, I don't know. You're like, I'm excited, but, I don't want to get too excited, right? Because then you get let down. But, yeah. even Netflix is there. I don't know if you saw that.
I know
like,
they released like the little calendar leading up until like I think the upcoming events. I pulled up the calendar, so it's like on the 9th is when they have the kickoff of the actual fest. Starts at 2 p.m. Eastern on the 9th, which is what Thursday. This Thursday, and then on the 10th they have something called Geek End Week, which is the Netflix Geek End Week, which is their game. Netflix is getting into gaming, so this is their shows and gaming announcements. Yeah, their intro into the whole, I guess, industry, right? Because I don't think they have done anything like they've now made some announcements, but it hasn't been anything formal. Right. So that should be dope. And then on what day? So that's Thursday. Then Friday is Netflix. Then also on Friday is this thing called, what is it? Tribeca Game Spotlight, which is, I guess, Tribeca Games is doing their exclusive gameplays and interviews with their official games. But of course, you got Sunday, which is Microsoft and Bethesda's showcase, which kick off at 1 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be something. They're trying to do it like they did last year, where they got something every day. Aside, I didn't see anything on the 11th, but they got something on the 9th, something on the 10th, and then also, of course, on the 12th. But I don't know. I mean, I think it's cool that they're trying to, lead it up, kind of gradually build up to the ending it with the Xbox and Bethesda. But yeah, it's exciting. I love it because otherwise, typically this is E3 week, right? Like we'll be LA and then we seeing all this stuff. So, it's exciting.
Yeah, see, even Samsung Gaming Hub is showing stuff. So, I mean, obviously it's going to be, more of a mobile type game, stuff like that. But still, they're like, we're showing something too, and I don't know why it's like sad for me, but I feel like Summer Games Fest may be taking over the E3, right? Because of how he has it, set up, and it's like, so E3 didn't do their thing, and so now if E3 does come back, now you're gonna have that comparison of, well, yeah, they did this better, so now I want to stay with them type of thing.
Another thing too that I noticed with Summer Game Fest is that it's actually they have some live events. Like it's a hybrid. They have virtual and live events. You know what I mean? So, we don't know right away what that's going to look like, but I already heard that like some gaming media is going to be at some places, and so maybe they can pull it off and make it better than what E3 used to be. Like,
right.
Who knows?
Like, because if they do better than whatever they got from E3, then you may have people who don't want to go back to E3.
Right. It's a possibility. Until we know what the ESA is going to do, this is how it's going to be, right? We're just going to have this drip feed of content possibly, even with this, with the Summer Game Fest events and stuff like that, like the fact that, you got this pseudo like hybrid type thing, it could work out. It just depends on execution, right? If they're able to execute and show that, you're getting quality content in a timely fashion, and to keep the hype going because that's to me the hardest part is keeping that hype from the first day to the last day. Because it's easy for it to drop off if you don't keep people engaged even if it's virtual. Right. So it's like, got to keep that conversation going. Like, yo, okay, today was dope. Like, I remember that from E3. Right. We'd be like, oh man,
I guess have a show, right? Yeah. So like after they do all this reveal stuff, like there needs to be some type of recap show. Because I used to love that about Xbox. Remember that would be going on the entire time at E3 where they were recapping everything. And then there would be like IGN, everybody had their own booth and they were doing same thing, trying to recap, talking about games, talking about everything that's happening. So like you definitely need that too. Like somebody, and I'm sure G4 TV and all those people are there.
Oh ready. Yeah, you already know. I think they're gonna have their interview lineup. And I don't think this is gonna be the last set of announcements that we're gonna see surrounding this week. But the fact that it kicks off on Thursday, it has me excited because it's like, man, it's right around the corner now. We right
just
here.
Next week, y'all. It's just
right. We're right here.
Next weekend.
Yeah. Should be fun.
All right, cool.
I mean, I have a thing. Maybe, hopefully, like you said, LBOOGIE, this might be the replacement for E3. Maybe Jeff Keighley might have something in the back burner, try to make a Summer Game Fest maybe physical. I just don't see.
Well, I mean, that's what I was trying to allude to. It's like they got some physical events. Like you're going to see some of that. You know, I don't know. Again, I don't know what it looks like, but that's what I've heard, that they have some actual in-person events in conjunction with what they're doing virtually. And I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what it looks like, but that's what I've heard. And so we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, next week.
Because I know Microsoft is having for the Xbox Bethesda, they have a watch party, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in person
Yep.
in LA. You know.
Yeah, they doing that on
in like
Sunday.
3 different locations actually.
Right. So
Different countries. I think LA is the one in the US, and then there's different countries that are doing it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I can't wait. I'm excited though. I really want to see some new shit, like some shit I ain't seen.
Right.
Not some repackaged game.
We're
I
gonna
done
see
seen
some
2
more
years
stuff
ago.
that we gotta wait for, basically.
Right.
Damn. Facts.
That's it. That's how it feels sometimes.
Yeah. All right. So one of the games that we did get to see a kind of in-depth dive of was Sonic Frontiers. That's going to be coming out, and IGN was able to do kind of like a deep dive type of thing where they went in and showed more of the game. Did you guys get to check that out?
No.
Okay.
I seen 3 minutes, and
Okay.
that's all I needed to see.
Okay. And how did you feel? How did you feel? It sounds like
It's a no for me, man.
it's
Hey, look.
no. Why? Why?
It looks
no?
choppy. It looked choppy and look unpolished.
See, I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with the graphics.
For me, okay. The initial trailer they showed looked great. Okay, and that didn't do much for me. Like as far as like hinder my excitement. It was until I saw the walkthrough, the IGN first, basically of it, where I was like, it just for me, because Sonic is all about going fast and it just felt
Rabbit
like
brains.
right, exactly. It just
Bouncing
felt
off
like
shit.
right. It felt like as if it was super. They slowed it down, and I'm like, Sonic's supposed to be moving. Like Sonic's supposed to be running around. Like it just felt so like start stop, and it just.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess I got to see more. You know what I mean? I guess I got to see more. But it seemed like it's like they're trying to do this whole open world thing, and I don't know. I don't know how it's going to translate. But obviously we won't know until we get our hands on it. But right now, like I was excited for the trailer. I was excited for the game until I saw that. I'm like, oh, I was a little bit disappointed, and I just hope that maybe the trailer, maybe that walkthrough didn't do it justice, and that the actual game, and the focus of the game is there, and it's just hard to convert that or translate that through just showing you a video. Like sometimes it's like that. Like you can't, without touching it or playing it, you won't ever be able to get that same feeling. So.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like everybody is trying to do some sort of, open world type game, and it's not for every platform. Like every game, every IP doesn't need to be open world, so it's a fine line you have to walk.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's going to be very easy for them to do it wrong, I guess is what I can say. Anybody else?
I'm
I don't
sorry.
have anything else to say about this one. I just like I said,
They're gonna keep it in, and it's gonna be in a sales. It's gonna be in a sales bin. It's gonna be in a sales bin.
I mean, you don't know that.
Okay, I ain't paying full price. I tell you that I am not paying full price. I am not paying full price.
Fam. The game's not even out yet. It's like you don't know that.
Man, I got a short attention span. I get bored real quick.
Hey, it's not even out, so I don't know.
Catch me in the sales bin.
Let's ask the chat. Chat, what did you all think of Sonic Frontiers? What you've seen, like as far as the trailer?
I see a throw up face, so I think that was Sonic.
Yeah, I thought so too.
When is the release date? When's the release date? Did they announce it?
Soon.
Wait, hold on. No, did they already announce the release date?
No, let me see. I thought I saw. Looks like I navigated away from that.
It just says 2022. It doesn't say the exact date.
That's never good. If you guys don't give me a date.
It says holiday 2022. Okay.
And honestly, even when you give me a date, I can't trust you.
Not these days, you can't. Development takes time, and then with the pandemic, it's like What can you do?
Yeah, I feel like when it's the first time you see something and they give you a date, don't bank on that date.
Everybody said Sonic ain't got no enemies. So just what? So
no, yeah, he does. What do you mean he doesn't have any enemies?
Yeah, he has enemies.
There were enemies in there.
He has other enemies.
Is it a first day buy? Is it?
Maybe he meant in that gameplay thing they showed, like, cause it wasn't really.
Yeah, I was gonna say in the deep dive, I definitely saw him like getting rid of some like mech.
Jumping on the
enemies. Yeah,
but
I don't know. I haven't bought Sonic in forever, so I'm probably not the best person to ask because I'm not like a huge, Sonic person in general. But I don't know. I told you, Delilah, like I wasn't very happy with what they did with Zelda, even though a ton of people liked it. I wasn't very happy with it. The main issue being the broken weapons, but I really don't feel like it needed to be an open world, but we'll see what happens with the next one. If the next one has broken weapons, I ain't playing it anyway, so y'all gonna have to tell me what it's like.
Yeah, I think I mentioned this before. That's my biggest gripe with the industry right now. It's like, it's so, what's the word I want to use? Trendy. Like they all want to follow the trend. Like I'm of the mindset of like, just make a great game and tell a great story. Treat it like a book. Stop trying to be trendy. Stop trying to be like, oh, we're going to do open world and oh, we're going to do this and do that. Like, just tell a great story and have a great campaign and do the best you can to make sure that gameplay is on point. That's it. Keep it focused. That's why I loved Psychonauts too. Because to me, it felt so focused. Like, it wasn't trying to be anything that it outside of what it is. This is the world. These are the characters. This is the gameplay. This is the story. Like, just make a great game. Stop trying to be trendy and be open world and
like everyone had to have a BR, right? Like,
right, exactly. This is why that's why I fell in love with gaming in the first place. Is the fact that you can jump into a world and escape.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not. If I want to play a sandbox.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If I want to play a sandbox games. But if I want to play a sandbox game, there are games out there for that, right? But if you're taking my friend, the franchise that I love, and you're trying to make it into that, then I'm gonna just be disappointed. I feel like I'm gonna be disappointed, and that's where I'm at with Sonic. It's like, man, with Sonic, I don't think open world. You know what I mean? Now it's like we talked about it before the show. That like there's ways to do it right. You know what I mean? I feel like Halo did a good job of kind of honing in their quote unquote open world, and they still allowed you to beeline the story. So you didn't necessarily have to focus on, let me go get these troops from over here, or let me go try to get this updated weapon. You have to focus on that. You could just be like, boom, I'm gonna just handle the story. So there's ways to do it, but just man, I don't know.
And we talking about Sonic gonna be on sale. Bad. And Calvin, hold up. Lady still on Elden Ring. She does not have a short attention span. Have you seen me on a Saturday night playing these video games? When Delilah and LBOOGIE in here, I don't even play. I play continuous games throughout the evening. If
I don't think that was a dig. I feel like
it wasn't.
No, I don't think it wasn't a dig. It felt like I don't have one, and
that's what he says.
I kind of do.
That's what he said. He said you don't gotta. You don't.
Man,
he was complimenting. He was complimenting you, fam.
It's been a rough morning, you guys. I'm still not sold on Sonic. I'm not sold. I'm sorry. I get the nostalgia factor just fades away, and it just can't be nostalgic points with me anymore when it comes to games.
I'm just gonna say this because it's like I feel like I have to say this, but it trips me out the fact that Mario knows how to come out with an updated Mario, right? They know how to tone it in, phone it in, keep it condensed, have these unique gameplay elements, and it's Mario. And I just, for the life of me, I can't understand why Sonic can't do that. Like, why they can't just...
I guess they haven't found the right folks yet. Like,
well, no, I think it's just like their formula. Like, I don't know what it's like. What are you trying to be? Like, just be Sonic.
That's like, who are they getting for their creative lead, right?
It's like just be Sonic. Stop trying to be
right. But then it could also be that the people who are funding are like, do what you know. Don't reinvent the wheel, right?
That's a good point too. That's a good point.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're getting toward the end of the show, guys. So I typed it in already, but if you have any questions, we'll take a few of them today. But make sure you type question in big bold and then your question so we can see it. But just, some of the tidbits. This was a topic, but I brought it to a tidbit because I don't really think it's much to talk about. But Gotham Knights, the game, wants to make sure that everyone knows that they are not connected to the show. Right. Because the show was announced that's coming on the CW. And they had their trailer. Yeah. And you said what?
And they're very different, right?
No.
Very different.
They essentially took the story from the game.
Oh, wow.
And are making that the show. And I guess the developers are really pissed because nobody told them the show was going to be doing that. And the comic that it is based off of, the game changed something specifically to make it for the game. And the show did the same thing. So that's how they took from the game. So, it's all under one banner. It's all under WB. It sounds like somebody up top is talking to each other, but the people down at the bottom aren't talking to each other. So, the game devs were pretty pissed that the show is essentially going to be coming out before the game and going to be telling some of the story.
Yeah.
Which can be detrimental, right, to a game if the show doesn't hit.
If it spoils, right. Yeah.
And so, like, if the show doesn't hit and it's telling some of the story, then people aren't going to want to play the game. So I can understand why the devs are mad.
Wow, I didn't know that. So this is like interesting.
I heard the TV show ain't.
It ain't it.
That's what I heard.
It ain't it.
That's what I heard.
Y'all don't want. Is it out? Is it out?
No,
they just dropped it. They just
y'all
dropped
don't want to wait and see. Y'all don't want to wait and see.
It don't look good. Good.
It's enough for her.
Oh man.
Me and CHAREECE were talking about it. That's why she needed to be on here for this topic because we was like, this ain't it.
Wow.
Yeah, I wasn't happy with it. It looked, I don't know. Yeah, and the trailer didn't look cohesive either. You're just like, what are y'all doing? Yeah. So I don't know. You know how the CW is with their stuff. Some of it can be bangers, but then the rest of it is like wah wah. So.
They are hit and miss sometimes. Yeah. Then we got, yep, exactly, Calvin. Lady all hostile with me. Come on now. I'm not Sonic. You have a good attention span for all things you like.
I was sending him a message. I was going to tell him I'm not hostile. I'm not hostile
for you, so you don't yell at him again. See, you got him feeling like he's getting yelled at.
He complimented you, and you like,
right.
He know, I'm not. Don't act like that because you make me seem like I'm hostile with you all the time, and that's not true. It was just an episode this morning. My bad.
All right.
I apologize.
Well, if you have been living under a rock and haven't noticed, we'll let you know that Obi-Wan Kenobi has launched on Disney Plus. So last week they had 2 episodes that dropped on Friday. And then on Wednesday, we got another episode this week. So you got 3 episodes right now that are on Disney Plus, and they are delicious. They are.
I gotta check them out.
They're great.
Wait a minute. We watched something and Delilah didn't watch it yet, so I'm behind. You behind?
I gotta watch that and Stranger Things 4, so I'm behind.
Okay. Tidbits? We doing tidbits?
Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. So I did Obi-Wan. And then also we found out that Prince of Persia, the remake that was announced a while back,
it's delayed too, right?
Also being delayed again.
Oh they got, damn. That's sad. Anyway, I watched P-Valley. That's my tidbit, P-Valley on Stars. And I had a deal. It was $3 for 6 months. I can't pass up a good deal. Yeah. So if it's a Mississippi strip club and their shenanigans, I enjoy it. It's very Southern and I like.
Is it like a reality show?
No, it's a scripted drama / comedy, I would say. And and the dancers, they know how to dance. So I'm like, yeah, it's really nice. So the season premiere was this past Friday.
So basically, you're able to watch. You talking about P Valley, right?
Yeah.
So basically, you're able to watch strippers without having to pay.
I mean, I could toss $1 at the TV, but
then go and pick it up.
Yeah. I almost did with the season premiere. I ain't gonna lie to you. Almost did with the season premiere. I enjoyed that as well. The Boys came out this week.
I watched the first episode.
I was in that first 15 minutes. Oh my God.
Y'all, no spoilers. No spoilers.
Man, I need, just don't eat. Don't eat.
Yo, I was like, for the show, like, I started watching before I went to bed. My daughter came in and she was like, oh, what's this? And I was like, oh, it's The Boys. And I was thinking in my head, oh, let me see. Maybe she'll be able to watch this. 5 minutes in, I'm like, nope.
Oof. I gotta make sure I pull it up today. I'm gonna make sure I at least hit one of them.
Yeah, they're already.
Yeah. And you said that Stranger Things 4 is darker, so I mean, I gotta get on it.
Wow, the haters with the scamming today. Oh my God, I'm trying to catch up.
Can we block them?
It's not giving me the option to block them. I don't know why.
Put them on timeout.
I put them on timeout, but they're coming back as soon as,
Does that mean somebody taking out their time to hate on grown women gaming this morning?
No, it's like some bot. It's like some bot thing. Like,
it has to be. When the last time we had a bot in here? So, The Boys. I watched the first episode. I'm enjoying it. Homelander, he's about to break.
Yeah,
he about to break.
I already feel it.
Hey man, y'all, come on, y'all no spoilers now. Come on.
Well, I ain't telling you why he about to break.
I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing.
Like, now you then watch it then. Then watch it today.
Nothing.
Then watch it today so we can talk about it.
All right, bet.
I love you, girl. I love you, girl. What else was it this week? I think that's basically it for my tidbits. Because Power Book 2 was like hella old, but I just recently watched it. And since Stars came out, I'm like catching up on the shows that I wasn't able to watch before because I didn't have it. So now I do. So I'm trying to catch up. I don't know. Power 2 was okay. It's just different, but it was okay. It was different. I got to shout out Mary J. Blige because she did do a great job in her role. So,
what show? What show?
Power Book 2. Mary J. Blige in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Mary J. on there.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's all tidbits for me. You guys have any more?
I don't know. You all kind of mentioned the ones that I was gonna say, so I don't really have anything to add.
What about? I do have one. I forgot. It just popped up in my head.
I got one. I guess right here. You know what I'm saying? Boogie put me on these.
You gonna put it?
You gonna put these right here? You know what I'm saying? These some Shin black noodles. You know what I'm saying?
Oh really?
These drinks be hitting. You gotta get the Shin black though. That's the difference. Because they come with an extra pack. They come with an extra, flavor pack of bone broth, and that joint be hitting. So these are the best.
Those things is good.
Yes, sir.
And if you have an air fryer, you can put a egg in the air fryer for about 9 minutes, and you get a nice soft boiled egg to put in the ramen. Cut you up some little green onions on top.
And I bought one of these. So I've been cooking noodles right here in my desk. You know what I'm saying? I bought one of these little hot pots. You did.
You
know what I'm saying?
I like that.
I got one of these. Telling you, I be in here making lunch right here in my desk.
Right? She like this.
Don't be hitting.
Yeah.
Telling you.
You go to Costco, they have them things. And they had them other ones I showed in the brown container. Those is pretty good too. Those hit too. Great for, when you ain't made your lunch for the week.
Right. I'm like, I gotta I got a little setup too, y'all. It's bad. It's kind of
she ain't going nowhere. It's like, you open my drawer, pull out the noodles, I got the water bottles right here.
That's it. Exactly. Girl, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Right. Jumping meeting to meeting. Like
right. Let's see. Any more Obi-Wan is starting right now, right? And then this is set just right after
episode 7?
Right after episode 7.
Ooh, I was right.
No.
Yes. 5, 6, 7, right?
No, 1, 2, 3.
Episode 3.
It's after episode 6.
Oh, really?
6. Oh, it's in between. Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's between. So it's right after the big fight scene with Anakin and Obi-Wan. This is 10 years after. Yeah. All right. And then they're also gonna have a series called Andor, and that shit looks fucking amazing too. And it has the guy from Rogue One.
Okay.
Wow.
So there's like this huge headline on Vanity Fair where they say the rebellion will be televised, and I'm just like, oh,
wow,
such a good tagline, because that's exactly what they're doing, and they have gotten people who love Star Wars to make these shows, because you can see in every
see the love, see the love,
see the love, feel the love.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you haven't watched it, go to it. Disney Plus will have all the Star Wars. So if you haven't watched any Star Wars, you can get into the films. Rogue One is by far one of my favorites.
Rogue One is dope. I like it.
One of my favorites. So hit that up. And that's all the tidbits for me. What about you, ladies?
I got my tidbits. $3, 6 month stars. Get it.
All right.
Y'all see that? Coming in and said tidbit: Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is coming to Disney Plus.
It is.
IMAX you.
When?
June.
I think at the end of June. And we're also getting Miss Marvel next week.
Oh, the show.
Yeah, Miss Marvel, the show.
Yeah. I'm not surprised that Multiverse of Madness is coming to Disney Plus so soon. That's all I say about that. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah, Cedric says it's 10 years after episode 3. I had that wrong. The prequels. This is between the prequels, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I had it wrong.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
That's all tidbits for me. I see a question, but I haven't went all the way to the bottom yet.
Okay. Let's go on and get it done.
Blick, how you doing? You welcome to the chat, and thank you for giving us a question. Playing bingo for the Xbox showcase. You damn right. Yep. Exclusives and world premieres. We taking shots. That's it. No hardware. Yeah, thank you.
Better be ready.
I don't have my shot glass and everything. I might pass out after that. Oh shit! If they doing a lot of world premieres and exclusives, then yeah. But that's my plan. That is my plan. That I'll take shots when those two words pop up. So, or sip, because I have a little drinking game. Mind you,
I want to take it easy.
Right.
Or get something easy, because I know it's gonna be more
over and shit.
I don't want to be like somebody I know was slumped over online, but we're not gonna go there.
So wait, quick question. So somebody posted in the chat. What is Bad Batch?
Oh, so that's like the set of stormtroopers. It's animated series, the Bad Batch. So it's like you remember the animated series they had? It did really good. I can't remember. Clone Wars. Remember they had Star Wars. It's the same type of art style and everything, and it's called the Bad Batch, and it follows a unit of stormtroopers.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, not stormtroopers. I think why am I messing things up? They have the same stormtrooper garb, because remember, they actually used to fight for the Republic before Darth Vader and all them came into the big picture and started making all the clones. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Lots of stuff.
Okay. I have another question from Ray G4, aka head of security for Grown Women Gaming. Always coming through. He is head of security. Will Xbox Showcase make or break Xbox? I'm gonna answer it like this. If you are a fan of the product, it shouldn't matter if it makes or breaks it. It should matter if it has something for you as an individual. Now, people, not saying no names, they like to amplify things. It could be PlayStation, it could be Xbox, more so Xbox. So the clout chasers, the fake gamers, the frauders, all them is going to scrutinize that showcase with a magnifying glass. Me personally, I'm just having fun with my girls like we would do every year. It could be good, it could be bad. The most important thing about next week, E3 week, is just to enjoy your friends, their company, seeing some new game trailers, being excited for gaming, because technically this is our Christmas. This is supposed to be our Christmas, our vacation time. So I tell you what, if they show some Fallout that's not 76 like, I'll scream. And that's a big shot, like a big unrealistic shot in the dark. If I would break if I see a Fallout 5 or a Fallout New Vegas 2. I will break, but that's not gonna happen, and that's just wishful thinking, but not personally for me. What about you, ladies?
Have no, I don't feel like they have to do anything, obviously, because like I said earlier, I hate that people say that, like, they have to do this, they have to do that. I would like to see some world premieres. I want to see some stuff that I haven't seen before, and I want to see some dates, and I want to see some in-game gameplay. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. What about you, Miss Delilah?
For me, I just don't want any leaks. Hashtag no leaks.
Right. We just got till next week, so let's get there.
Woo! Fingers crossed. I got a question from Cedric. Shout out to the North. Did you ladies check out the 8-ball MJG and UGK versus? I did. I was acting a fool on the bus on my way home to work because it was on Instagram Live. So I was like, it was good. I enjoyed it. I don't like that they put the verses in areas that people, okay, no hate on Atlanta, Delilah. No hate on Atlanta, but they should not have that versus in Atlanta. I feel like the crowd in Atlanta was whack. And
like they should have been in their hometown, right? Like
it shouldn't even been in Georgia. It should have been somewhere in Tennessee or somewhere in Texas.
Right.
And I don't know why people don't know how to market shit. I just don't get it. Like, you couldn't find a venue in Texas to accommodate, or were you couldn't have enough insurance?
They did the same thing for when they had the
3-6 Mafia.
3-6 Mafia and Bone Thugs and Harmony. Like,
it was in LA.
Like, they could have had it in Cleveland. They could have had it in
Memphis.
Memphis. Like, yeah. I don't understand why they had it in LA. And so the same thing here. I mean,
and I'm surprised people in LA were acting like they were. You know what I mean? Because, like, I don't know. When I grew up, everybody was listening to Bone Thugs. So I didn't see, but you know, the thing about LA, you're gonna have a ton of people that's just there to take pictures.
But that's how it was in Atlanta. That's how it was in Atlanta.
Maybe that's just what it is right now.
They didn't know how to rap the words. They didn't know the words.
Maybe it's generational. Maybe it's generational.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Maybe that's what it is right now.
They had the wrong crowd up in there. If you know,
young kids, all they want to do is be able to take pictures.
Just want to get their phone and be like,
I was here.
But I personally enjoyed it. I was bumping 8-ball and MJG for the rest of the day. I enjoyed the show. My pick was 8-ball and MJG because I'm being hella biased.
Yeah, I mean, UGK is my folks. So
yeah. So I'm hella biased. It's them two. I don't know, between 8-ball and MJG and 3-6 Mafia, it's like a part of me that's just not. It's not there no more, but she's in there somewhere that really don't
tap
care.
Into it every now and again, you know. You catch the right vibe, you catch the right song, it'll pull it out of you.
Yeah, it was, and that's how I felt on the bus. And I was just jamming on the bus. And mind you, this is a packed bus on traffic, after work traffic. So I really didn't care. So they did a good job for me to like be immersed, even though I was on the bus. And then I watched a few of it when I got home. And then they brought Twista, they brought Jazzy Fizzle. Yeah, they brought some folks out. So it was pretty cool. Let me check out. Do I have any more questions? I'm gonna double check again. If y'all got any questions, please put them down because it is the best part of the show. And if you're new, don't don't be scared. Ask a question. But I'm gonna double check so I don't miss nobody, because I think last time we did the show, I think I missed a few, so I don't want to do it this week.
I think that's it.
That's it. All right then.
All right.
I ain't gonna force y'all. But okay.
Let's do some outros. All right, ladies.
Yes.
Where can they find you? We'll go from bottom to top. Lady Infamous, you can go ahead and start.
I want to thank everybody that showed up today. Shout out to CHAREECE, aka my girl, my smut queen, Sailor Moon goddess. I wish you were here. We'll have everybody back next week. I will be I'm on a stream today. I might open up the bar like I used to do on Twitch. I used to open up the bar, and then they will pay for, like, the community will pay for my shots. I might do it tonight because I still have a bottle I haven't popped. But play some video games on YouTube. Nice little movement there. So y'all just come see me, Lady Infamous 415 on YouTube. You can check my side piece, aka Twitter, same thing. And I can't wait, because starting Monday we're gonna be seeing some games and hopefully some world premieres. So, and thank you so much for joining us this morning. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
And my panel as well. I love them, so they already know that. But
yeah,
I gotta let the chat know. Too. All right.
As far as me, you all know you can follow me on Twitter, DELILAH_HD, in case you're not here on GWG. Yeah, man, great show today, Miss CHAREECE. Hopefully we'll catch up with you later.
It's gonna be popping next week.
Next week's gonna be fun. Next week should be a lot of fun. I look forward to seeing, enjoying Summer Game Fest all up, basically. And yeah, I'll catch y'all next time. Are we doing a show next week?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. We should be doing a show next week, and then I believe the next day we're doing the showcase, because someone.
Yeah, that's right. Because I'm actually gonna be on Level 1 Gaming for the after show or whatever.
The after show.
The show. Yeah, they're doing an after show after the showcase. They're doing an after show on Level 1 Gaming. So I'm actually gonna be on there. Yeah.
Okay, busy weekend for you, Delilah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. Of course, I'm gonna be with y'all live. And then after
we go first. We go first.
Oh, y'all know. Oh, it's been announced for like 2 weeks.
But you didn't tell us though.
But I thought it was on Twitter.
But I don't know.
It was on Twitter. Like,
sometimes you gotta
tell. I posted about it like twice already.
But you gotta tell us sometimes.
I got you. I'm sorry, my bad. I assumed I made a bad assumption. That's my bad.
That's okay. That's okay.
Right. Sure. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. This is LBOOGIE 0208. I appreciate everybody that came through. Other Zinc, I saw you came through toward the end. Pragmatic Eagle. Thank you guys. I totally agree with you too, Other Zinc. Unless they come out with a cure for cancer, Phil's walking on water, they're gonna get scrutinized. It is what it is. We pretty much know that's what it is.
Not the walking on water. Good Lord.
Yeah. He talking about a cure for cancer and a new Jordans. You know?
I need some Jordans. Right. I do need some Jordans.
Right. They gonna give out Jordans and shit. That's the only way, right? But no, I swear, somebody be coming to get shit from Xbox and still be talking shit about them. Like, we seen it. So, anywho, thank you guys. We love you guys. We appreciate y'all. We'll be on next week for the same foolishness. Make sure you retweet, share, all that good stuff, and we will see you.
Wait a minute. Next week, we'll get the Patreon winner for last month.
Yeah, we need to do that for real.
And we're gonna be whispering stuff for Fly in July. It's coming up in a couple of weeks, so I'm excited about that too. So stay tuned.
Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all be easy. Have a good weekend. Tell your family you love them.
Yeah.
Wear a mask. A mask.
Got it. All right, y'all.
Have a great weekend, guys.